Good morning, students. So I hope you have heard to the yesterday's video. So I'm going to start with the next method of hire purchase accounting, that is case 3, when installments are exclusive of interest. Exclusive of interest means the amount of installment does not include the value of interest. It only includes the amount of cash price. So in this case, cash price and hire purchase price will be equal. But it can't be equal. We need to calculate the interest and we need to add that interest in the amount of installment, and we will get the actual amount of installment, which is cash price plus interest. So you must be having written in the question words like together with interest or plus interest, which is the indicator that the installments are exclusive of interest. We are referring to illustration 4 with respect to this method. In this illustration, cash price is 10,000, hire purchase price is 4,000 is paid as down payment, and 2,000 is the installment money, and 3 installments are paid, so total 10,000. So we calculate it at 10,000. So cash price and hire purchase price are same, but hire purchase price is more than cash price. This means the amount of hire purchase price is not having the value of interest. So we need to calculate interest and add it to the value of this 2000 rupees so that we get the true value of installment money, right? So the rate of interest given to you is 5%. So we have made this table, column 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 like in the previous format. First is number of installment, second is cash price, third is the installment column, fourth is the column of interest, fifth is the column of cash price involved in each installment. So we start with the total cash price 10,000. Since buyer has paid 4,000 as down payment, he is not required to pay interest on this down payment. So outstanding amount at the end of first year is 6,000. So we will be calculating interest at the rate of 5% on 6,000 and we get rupees 300. Earlier what we do, we deduct this 300 from the installment value and we get the cash price. But here we are not having this value, rather we are having the cash price. So we will add interest in this value and we will get the amount of installment, right? So 2,300 will be paid to the vendor, 2,000 for cash price and 300 for interest. So for the next year, at the end of first year, we will pay this 2,000 rupees to the vendor. So outstanding amount at the end of second year would be 4,000. Now interest would be calculated on this 4,000 and it comes out to be rupees 200. Again, we will add cash price plus interest and we will get the installment money, right? Similarly, for third year, the amount of interest would be 100 and the installment value would be 2,100. If we total this column, it comes out to be 10,600. If we total the column of interest, it comes out to 600, and in case of cash price, it is 10,000. Now you can see that the column of total of column installment 10,600 is the total hire purchase price, which is more than the cash price. It is the it is the sum total of interest and cash price. I hope I have made my point clear. So in this question, you are supposed to prepare vendor's account in the books of purchaser. So we will make this accounts in the books of purchaser. Vendor is the seller, hire purchaser is the buyer. So buyer has bought the asset, so asset comes in, so asset account debited to vendor since he has purchased it on credit. So we will pass this first entry buy machinery account on 1st January 2014 with the full cash price, right? He has paid down payment of 4,000. So on debit side, to bank first entry will be passed for the down payment of 4,000. At the end of first year, interest will be due. So by interest 300, which we have calculated in table. Then he will pay the installment amount at the end of year to bank installment. जो अमाउंट हमने इंस्टॉलमेंट के कॉलम में लिखी है फर्स्ट ईयर के सामने, वो हम यहाँ पे लिख देंगे. And lastly, we will balance this account and balance carried out will be there, right? So first year is closed. This balance will be brought down next year. Again, next year there is no down payment. There is only installment. So interest will be due at the end of second year. 200 interest के कॉलम से अमाउंट ही लेंगे. बैंक की अमाउंट हम 2200 इंस्टॉलमेंट के कॉलम से लेंगे. अगेन हम बैलेंस कैरी डाउन कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. फिर ये बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन हो जाएगा. फिर इंटरेस्ट वहाँ से लिखेंगे एट द एंड ऑफ थर्ड ईयर और इंस्टॉलमेंट अमाउंट पे कर देंगे. एंड फाइनली देयर विल बी नो बैलेंस इन दी लास्ट ईयर. So this is how we maintain accounts based on the table which we have made earlier. So now you are supposed to practice back question number 3 for this method, right? So next I am moving with the case 4. When rate of interest is not given, we are given with the cash price, we are given with the hire purchase price, we know the installment amount, but we don't know the rate of interest, but we can calculate the total amount of interest. So we are referring to illustration 5. In this illustration, cash price is 15,000, hire purchase price is 15 down payment, and 3,000 is the installment money and 5 installments are to be paid. So total hire purchase price is 16,500. And the difference between these two is the amount of total interest. So we know that vendor has charged 1,500 in the name of interest from the purchaser. In this case, we need to split this 1,500 into 5 installments, right? So for this, we need to calculate the outstanding amount at the end of each year. We make ratio of this outstanding amount, and in this ratio we divide this 1,500. Here we solve our question with the hire purchase. In earlier 3 methods हमने cash price से टेबल को बनाया था और क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करना स्टार्ट किया था. In this question हम hire purchase price से outstanding amount निकालते जाएंगे at the end of each year. So total hire purchase price is 16,500. 1,500 की हमने डाउन पेमेंट दे दी, तो फर्स्ट ईयर की आउटस्टैंडिंग अमाउंट रहेगी 15,000 रुपीज, राइट? तो हमारी 3,000 की इंस्टॉलमेंट्स है. एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर वी विल पे वन इंस्टॉलमेंट ऑफ 3,000. So we will left with 12,000, which will be the outstanding amount at the end of second year. Similarly, after deducting second installment, 9,000 would be the outstanding amount at the end of third year. Similarly, 6,000 at the end of 4th year and 3,000 at the end of 5th year. So we will make ratio of 15, 12, 9, 6 and 3. So in this ratio, we are going to divide our total interest of 1,500. So ratio will be 5:4:3:2:1, right? So 1,500 will be apportioned into this ratio. So for first year interest would be 5/15 of 1,500, 500, 1,500 into 4/15, 400 and so on. So this is the amount of interest which is involved in every installment. So I hope you will be able to make table now with the original format, and with the help of table we can make our accounts. So for this question, this method you can solve the back question number 2, right? And next case is calculation of interest by product method. So in this again we are not having the rate of interest, but here the installments are paid after certain interval, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, or so on. So we will use, where the time period is unequal, we will use this method. So here we have to calculate the outstanding amount at the end of each period, and further we will multiply this outstanding amount with the number of months, and we will have certain figures. We will make ratio of these figures, and interest will be a portion in this ratio. So I'm referring to illustration 6 for the same. In this question, hire purchase price is 95,000 and cash price is 86,800. So the difference between these two is the amount of interest, which is 8,200.